to make sure. Oh, it's hot, 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 hot coffee. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live streaming session. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for having joined me yesterday. Thank you for continuing to support my progress and to support our progress as a collective to try to get better at our principal instrument of guitar, and also when the time comes to support what I'm trying to put out as far as producing and songwriting and things of that nature. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know anything about me, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and what I'm trying to build is about 4 things, okay? The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. Now, the live stream is about the practice session and the improvisational stuff. So, the improvisational sections. The practice session is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together. It's about us dedicating that 1 hour, hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes every single day to get the work in, to work towards the goal of getting from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and from the experts onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. That will be done through, first of all, warm-ups, scales, chords, chord studies, chord progressions, different chords and voicings, obviously, picking patterns, different strumming patterns, as well as different licks of the week and different cover songs that we'll do for promotional use for the channel. Those things are an effort to do the second thing, which are both those things are going to build on each other. So the second thing, which is the improvisational music. Now on the channel, on the live stream, it will just be me improving, and you get to sit on your throne of judgment and judge me. Let me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad. You can suggest me different influencers that will help me get to the next level as well. You can always do that throughout the channel, throughout the live stream, or just commenting on the channel, because that only helps me get better. So I appreciate constructive criticism, and I really don't mind anything else, as long as whatever it is that you're saying, you try to be kind to people, and as long as it doesn't violate YouTube guidelines, it doesn't bother me at all, for real. And I know I'm saying that, but I'm sure at some point I'll read a comment that'll really cut to like my core. I'm sure of it. I've seen the internet; it's wild out there. And the improvisational section is my hope that you will be able to use the backing tracks that I have in my playlist section so that you can create your own improvisational stuff, or you can do your own improvisational stuff that you will record yourself doing it. You will upload it to YouTube at a certain point, and then you'll send it to me obviously with your authorization. I'd like to show it on the channel at some point, or maybe have a day where we talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to get better. So maybe we'll have 1 session a month where I spend an hour, 2 hours instead of just practicing on the channel. We can talk about different improvisational techniques, different influencers, and things of that nature, sort of like a conference situation. And the third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. Now, I realize people haven't heard this side of the channel yet because I haven't posted anything yet. But the whole channel is about me. The construction of the channel is based around me creating music in Logic Pro X. It's about me using my guitar, using my understanding of the guitar, the fretboard of the guitar, the understanding of music theory to create the best music I possibly can. So I will be singing, I will be songwriting, I will be writing guitar parts. I'll be using everything that I can, every resource that I can to create the best music I possibly can, and that will be 100% of the music that I'm putting out there. Obviously, 90% of the music that I'll be putting out there will be projects that I'm working on for me personally, and the other 10% will be projects that I'll be working on for individual artists who ask me to make music where they can use some of the songs that I posted, the instrumentals that I posted, and the other 10%, the other 5% of that 10% will be for music that I'm creating, musical scores that I'm creating for people who work in short film industry, who are looking for new stuff that they want to use maybe for their projects. So with that being said, if any of that sounds good to you, by all means go ahead and already and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Basically, the fourth thing is when people don't watch the channel or they don't watch the live stream, the channel sort of serves for me as a where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. A video log, as you will, if you will. And it helps me I go back to the channel, I look back at the channel, and then I'm able to see what I've done and what people have commented in real time. For instance, I will use this as an example. Today, or yesterday, and I've got to check this out again, somebody said, well, maybe one thing that you can change that's a free thing for you to do that might be helpful to you is to change the quality of your camera. So I changed that today. That's a small change. It's a free change that I was able to make today. That's simple and also very effective. We'll see later on today. It's my hope that I'm checking this out on my phone right now because I want to make sure. I want to see if that is a distinct possibility, if that's happening. So I have to go to this part right here. I have the volume off, but I just want to make sure that I'm able to do the things that I need to do, because I need to make sure that the channel is doing what it should be doing. So if you guys could just comment in the section, again, if the quality of the video is okay, if it's better today, if it's worse. It's going to take a little while. I don't have the lighting things yet, and again, those are things that I have to buy. Like, the channel is going to be progressively getting better and better and better. It's not going to be great. It's not going to be okay one day and then like super done up the next day. That's just not going to happen. It just doesn't make sense. And plus, it's a monetary thing. It's a financial thing. So I'm going to keep pushing forward with that, and we will keep pushing forward with trying to get better every single day. The second thing I have to ask people to do is, because the channel hasn't generated any revenue from advertiser-driven revenue, and I'm not allowed to be a part of the YouTube partnership program because I don't have enough subscribers. I'm not with the Amazon affiliate program, again, because I don't have enough subscribers. Again, that was a kind of an issue. I have to ask people to donate to my channel. And again, my channel, to donate to my channel, it's just my coffee account. I'll put it in the chat section in a few minutes. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee, and you can donate as little as €1 to the channel if you choose to do so. It's very helpful if you can. I've already had Groovy Chews donate to the channel, and again, you guys could be a part of my YouTube story, my YouTube growth story, and I'm thankful for that. The second thing is, if you'd like to help out with the channel, the other way is really more of an indirect way, which is to get involved in cryptocurrency. Now, you're asking yourself, how does that help out with the channel? In the description of the video are links that are known as referral links, where you use where it says that I've recommended you, or I've suggested to you to sign up for these websites. And with that comes perks for not just for you, but for me. But the perks that the site will offer you, or the centralized exchange platform will offer you, they will in turn offer to me, and by extension this channel, because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains next year, up to $100 to reinvest back into the channel. For those of you who have forgotten, last year I bought this, which will be used often when I'm making videos. This is AG1X4 from Zoom. Now, those are really good things to do with the channel. Well, that will help out with the channel. So like I said before, again, it's cryptocurrency, so it's very volatile, but I trade cryptocurrency every single day. I spend anywhere between 25 and 50 bucks a month. If you want to get involved with that, the indirect ways, like I said before, it's the company that whatever they offer you, they will offer me. Sometimes it'll be 20 bucks cash back, sometimes it'll be like 50 bucks cash back, sometimes it'll be 100 bucks off trading fees. Whatever it is, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, that's how it helps out. Lastly, before we get started here, guys, I just want to say the easiest way to help me out with the platforms, obviously, is to subscribe to me across all platforms. I'm currently, obviously, on Facebook, on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Twitch. I don't use my Twitch account yet, but I'm using that account. I'm going to be on that platform hopefully by Sunday or Monday of this following week, so that I can stream cross-platformationally. And it's my hope, like, obviously I'm not going to add too much to the channel too quickly, because now that I've started using my OBS, I have to make sure that everything is on point, and I don't want to add too much before, because whenever there's a glitch, if there's a glitch somewhere, then I need to figure out where that is. So I'm going to progressively get better at using the OBS software. Again, subscribing to me across any of those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and helping me grow my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, will help me grow those other platforms. Before we get started here, I do have 3 other things to kind of suggest, but let me go ahead and, as I've said before, I'm going to already, let me see if I can do this while I'm with you guys. It is my coffee account. I want to go ahead and give people the option, provided that that's something that maybe you want to do. Again, I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, you should do this for sure, otherwise don't watch my channel. Like, I'm not saying that, okay? I would rather not do this. I'd rather make this an advertiser-driven, revenue-based channel, because as much as I hate advertisements, I would rather have that than sit here and say, oh, please donate to my channel. It just seems dumb to me, because I'm trying to make this channel as free for you as I am trying to make for me as possible. But the only way to do that is through partnerships, sponsorship deals, and donations. That's really all that is. So let's see. If you'd like... There's my coffee link, okay. Normally you should be able to, let me see, I don't know if that actually went through. Let me see if I can do that again. There's this one, it's by itself. And nextly, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to add here the links of the week. The only one that's changed is the one from Antonio Visario. So the first one here, I'm going to do the Antonio Visario. Visero. I cannot pronounce his last name. I have to hear it. He's got an Italian last name, which means it sounds cool when you say it, for sure. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to fuck that up for sure. And let me go ahead and post this one real quick so that everyone has it. Okay, as I've said before, if you're hearing problems, if you have problems with the sound, I have increased the quality of the camera today, as was suggested in yesterday's video. It should be okay. I'm not 100% sure if it's worked, but again, if there are any issues, guys, please do not hesitate to tell me. This is basically, I'm not even finished with week 2 of using the OBS. It is what it is. Before we get started here, again, I have to go ahead and point this out because I know that this has been an issue before. Number one, I do curse on this channel. I do say things like shit and fuck, and I hope that that's not an issue for you, especially when I get frustrated. I just want people to be okay with that, or to know that up front. Again, this channel, I put this channel above, like, I put restrictions on it because I don't want kids to be on here. I do advertise for certain things on here, but like donations and things of that nature. But again, the other thing is that I do curse, and I do recommend other artists, as most of us do curse, to artists that do curse. So it's my hope that it's not a barrier for you, but in the event that it is, this may not be the channel for you. I just want you to know that up front. The second thing is I don't take requests. This isn't a channel in which I take requests where I'm just taking song requests. I do cover songs that I will upload, and that's something that you could add to the channel if you'd like to. You can suggest different cover songs that I could do. Right now, I'm currently in progress with 3. One I should be uploading this week as well. It's just the intro to this, I think it's a CKY song. I don't remember who did it. I just started playing it this week, and I was like, that would be a cool thing to upload. And I'm working on the Joe Satriani Midnight song, which I will have done by the end of the month, and obviously the one I play on the stream, which is the ABC Polyphia riff, which I will be uploading in its entirety, hopefully. I want to do this month. I don't think it's going to happen, but again, it is what it is. I'm going to keep working on it until we get it right, because playing something that sounds like trash on the internet is, for me, it's not a good look. In my opinion, some people will post just to post stuff. I don't really feel like I want to do that, but I'll do what I got to do to make sure that this channel survives. But at the same time, I would like to put out some quality stuff, too. Stuff that I'm proud of, you know? And lastly, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you have any serious questions, anything that would be an in-depth question regarding something music theory related, or something guitar related, something about the amps, or something about technical related, I just want people to understand. Yeah, you can. Go ahead. I could use all the help I can get, obviously. If it's a financial tip, something that's regarding money, I don't know if that's going to really help me out right now because I don't have a ton of that. What was I going to say? Yeah, so if you have any questions regarding stuff like that, just DM me. That's probably the easiest way to get these things done. And because I will toggle back between 2 to 3 different screens over the course of the channel, over the course of the time that I'm on the channel for the live stream. So, yeah. Just understand that sometimes you'll ask questions and I won't get to them right away. It's nothing personal, guys. Okay? Yeah, let's go ahead. Especially with this OBS software that I'm using right now, I'm having a little difficulty multitasking and doing 15, 20 things at the same time. So, we'll see. Rate your fretboard mastery from 1 to 10. Oh, man. Real quick, I'm not going to go too in-depth with it, but if I had to rate my mastery of the fretboard today, as an intermediate guitar player, I'd say I'm probably around a 3 or 4. If I'm being realistic with myself, probably around a 3. I'm pretty good at guitar, and that's something you'll have to judge for yourself. I am incapable of judging myself to a degree of unbiasedness that would yield any positive results from my own personal judgment. I don't know if that makes any sense. I refuse to judge myself because I either judge myself too nicely, or too harshly. And it leaves a lot of room in the middle because it just depends on the day. But if I had to answer that question, how would I rate my fretboard mastery? I would say, to be on the safe side, on the conservative side, I'd say I'm a solid 3. And again, you can leave that up to judgment. That's a 100 comment, you get hundreds. I wish they had more of these different things. I don't know if you can get them or if you can purchase them or if you just have to be a part of the YouTube partnership program to do it. But we're going to get started here today, guys. I'm going to start with the warm-up as we always do. Some of these warm-ups are going to change periodically. I've saved them and I've kept doing a lot of the same ones. for anything just regarding the warm-ups I've been doing and some of the things, the exercises I've been doing. I just don't want people to get lost because I haven't posted videos, nor have I posted PDF files on any of the things that I'm trying to do, which I should do soon, so that people can follow along back at home. Okay, simple hack. See, maybe you're in C. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can finish up this comment real quick. So I gotta put on the metronome real quick. We're gonna go to 70 beats per minute, guys. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you letting me know. I appreciate you asking me these questions. Again, if you guys have a couple seconds and you want to, it'd be nice if you guys could like the videos. I don't want to force people to do stuff that they don't want to do, but it's very helpful when people start to like the videos, and it helps move me up in the algorithm. And it's literally at no cost to you, besides maybe 30 seconds to take the time to click it. Simple hack. Yeah, yep. Those are called relative minors. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not true. I don't think A is the relative minor of C. I think A is relative minor of B. No, A, 2 down. Is that a relative minor? I don't have the circle of fifths chart in front of me. Although I should. Yeah. Is A the relative minor of C? Was I right? I feel like I am, but I'm not sure. Let me see if I can type this into the chat. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put on this metronome as I await the answer to that question. I believe that's the relative minor, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'd rather wait on his response. Boom. Music theory. See? Big brain. Knew it. Didn't even have to look it up. So, yeah, that's why I rate my skills around a 7, because I have a general understanding of it. I don't remember all the stuff off the top of my head, but that's what we're here for. That's why I'm an intermediate guitar player. I have a fundamental understanding of guitar and music because I played for a long time. I played trumpet for a long time in orchestra, but again, I'm not perfect. But I appreciate the question. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you the celebratory one now for that. Again, guys, if you have any problems with the sound quality or any issues with anything else that we're doing here as far as sound quality or sound quality or the picture, because I just added the highest quality of picture that we could have, just let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like and comment the channel. We've already started. It's been 17 minutes. I haven't started yet, so I'm going to stop talking now and I'm going to get to work. Okay, you guys ready for this? We're doing the alternate spider picking pattern from the first to, no, the alternate spider pattern from, yeah, at 70 beats per minute. Let me just start that again. I muffin topped a little bit on that one, and we talked about that the other day. Muffin topping is a term that I've repurposed to kind of give you the same image as to what is happening. It's where I have stubby, fat little fingers, and they seem to want to bleed over or, I guess, hang over onto the other strings, and they unintentionally mute strings that we have to play. And I call that muffin topping. I don't think it's that offensive of a term. Some people might. Yeah, I'm a huskier guy, so I understand people being like, oh, don't make fun of that. I'm not making fun of anything. I'm just describing a concept. And it's just easier to describe concepts from concepts I already know. And one that I clearly live because I'm a huskier guy. So we're at 100 beats per minute, guys. We're going to do the John Petrucci Bite of the Mosquito style exercise. Let's go. Previously, I mean basically yesterday. Let's go right into, it's just in the left side of the speaker. Let me see if I can adjust that. I don't know if I can actually adjust that. Let's see. I'll keep trying. I've heard that quality before. Let me see if, I don't know if I can fix that in the stream. I'll keep on trying, man. I'll keep trying my best. You let me know over the course of this if you hear it getting better, if you hear it going back and forth between left and right speakers. If that's the case, I'll have to check out my OBS. I've never heard anybody say that. This is why comments are so necessary when it comes to the channel. Let me see if I can just see something in my headphones. I'm gonna try these on real quick. I don't have studio monitors yet because I'm poor. And on my earphones, it appears to be playing in both ears, so I'm not sure. Let's get right into the alternate spider picking pattern for the 1st to the 16th frets at, we're using an audio interface with both two inputs. Just select 1 and 2. They both seem to be selected. Yeah, they're both selected. Let me just see this real quick. Let me see if I can... Yeah, it should be both selected. I can check on the OBS to make sure that they're both selected. Yeah. They both seem to be selected. I just clicked OK. It should be okay, man. I don't know. I'll check it out. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it seems on the bottom. I hit the band power on this. Did not do that on the left side. Give me a second here. Let me try to figure this out. Saying it's just on the left side. I'll have to keep figuring out what this is because I'm not sure why this isn't working out. I see what you're saying. I can tell from my audio interface, the way that it's lighting up on my OBS, that only one of the channels is highlighted. So it might just be that. I apologize. I'll have to look into that as soon as I get done here. So let's keep it going, guys. I apologize for the sound. Thank you so much, man. God, you were helping me out a bunch today, man. This is so great. This is so great. This is so helpful. Let's get right into the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Oh, my bad. one side of the speaker. Let me see if I can do this right here. Advanced audio properties, maybe. M audio. It says left and right are both balanced. Yeah, it might just be. Hit close. It says the left and right are both balanced. Huh. I'll keep an eye out for it, dude. I really don't know. I have no idea what this could be. I'll keep checking it out. I apologize for that, but thank you so much for your input. Because clearly my output is messing with me, and I don't understand why fully yet at this particular moment. But if you guys have any ideas as to what I can do to fix that, that would be great. Again, a question has just been brought up that there's a possibility that my streaming software is only allowing it to come out of the right side of the speaker, so you're not hearing it from the left end side. On my headphones, it seems correct, so I'm not sure if it's the streaming software thing. But again, thank you for that information. We're gonna get it going, guys. Alternate tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Alternate. Chromatic tapping, I shouldn't say alternate. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, what about now? Let me see if I can. Let me just check the metronome here real quick. I'm gonna put the metronome on pause. I'm gonna check out the volume. Yeah. It seems like the volume in my voice is working. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's just maybe I trailed out. I did, for an instant, I did turn on the phantom power, which is not something I should typically use. The phantom power is something I would use if I had my microphone set up. And I do have a microphone. I just don't have a. I don't have a stand for it at the moment, so I'm just using a basic Audio Technica one, but the one that I'm using right now is currently the one that's inside my computer. Oh man, but either way, man, the comments are so important. This is why I beg people to sort of like make sure that they comment in the channel. It's so necessary for me to continue to progress, to see that these little issues. This is why I didn't add, this is another reason why I haven't added backgrounds, or I haven't added like split screens or any of those things, because I'm already dealing with these small minor technical issues that I'm sure are easy fixes. But if I have 15, 20 things going on at the same time, whether it's an audio or visual problem or both of those problems together, the issue is that like if I was streaming across other platforms and I don't have some of these basic problems regulated, it's going to be quickly in the shitter. I guess my channel is going to be quickly in the shitter. So I got to work out these problems, guys. So thank you for that advice. So today, instead of going into the, instead of doing the sweep picking patterns, we're going to do the selective picking. For those of you who don't know what selective picking is it's the coupling of alternate picking, really, or just downstrokes or upstrokes, or the repetition of doing alternating upstrokes and downstrokes, coupling that with hammer-ons and pull-offs. That's literally all it is. And you're selectively picking because you are selecting between whether or not you want to do downstrokes and upstrokes versus tapping, basically. So we're going to do this at, I want to say, we're going to do this at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute, because that's the way we've been doing the other ones. And I've been doing them at 70, but I think we're good enough to where we can do this at 80 now. So this is what it should sound like. We went over this the other day, so I don't feel the need to go over it again. But again, it's very simple to follow. So you're going to strike down on this chord on your E string, and you're going to play it like this. Then you're going to move up 1 fret and go back down. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do that 1 more time. You're going to repeat that. And then you're going to come back and do the same thing with your index and your ring finger. So it's going to sound like this. Move up and go. You're going to go back down and repeat that a second time. And then once you finish that a second time, you're going to repeat the same exercise with your index and your pinky finger. And it's going to sound just like this. Exact same exercise. You're going to do that. You're going to repeat that obviously. So you're going to do each about 2 times, and then we're going to take the tempo up to 90 beats per minute, do the same exercise, and then up to 100. Okay. For those of you who just joined the session, man, thank you guys so much for joining. If you have any questions or comments or concerns about anything that I'm doing, please do not hesitate to comment those in the section, as I am making changes to the channel that will require some help that I cannot do myself. I can't hear for myself, so thank you for those pieces of advice. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to the channel. It is helpful as much as it is a necessary thing for me with the algorithm. So let's get right to this exercise, guys. Again, 80 beats per minute, 90 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute, starting at 80. Clear, you're downstroking the string first, and then you're hammering on with your pinky, your index finger, followed by whichever finger is next. And that's what you're doing. So you're downstroking all the open strings. In case I did not make that clear from the jump. We're at 90 beats per minute, same exercise. Same exercise before we get to the scales, okay? 100 beats per minute. We're going to get right into the scales immediately following this. Guys, so now we're going to get right into these scales. Now, we don't like doing scales, okay, but we got to do them. We don't want to do them. We got to do them. So Where did I learn this stuff? That's a great question. I didn't learn it. I just kind of made it up. Some of the exercises I found on the internet a while ago, and then other exercises I've learned from different artists like Brandon Dion, and he's a guy who I watch on the internet a lot. He helps out with the channel. He helps out me personally, and so I recommend him on the channel and recommend people that watch his stuff because he's a very helpful individual. He makes good content. He's a good teacher. And there's a handful of other guitarists that I will also talk about on this channel. But that's where the last exercise is something I just came up with just listening to this guy named Charlie, I think his name's Charlie Robbins, and he put out this dope metal / selective picking exercise, and the riff is so... I'm going to learn that riff. It's the coolest thing ever, in my opinion. It's the coolest riff I've heard in a long time. It's one of those things that's like, you'll see things as a musician, but when the musician is also a guitar player and you're a guitar player and you see people do something really cool on an instrument that you love very much, it is a beautiful thing, man. I'll be honest with you. Hunter, shout out to you, Augusto. Is it Augusto? Augusto. It's a fun name. Anyway, I'm going to get right to the... I can write the tabs too. I think, that's another thing I was going to do is I'm going to write the tabs out for a lot of these exercises too. And I'm going to create a PDF file. I haven't done them yet, but again, those are things, that's one of the things I want to do by the end of this year is to have a PDF file of all the things that we've been working on, all the things that we have worked on, something I can change periodically and have people have access to so that they can see in real time what we're doing. I'm also going to be posting them in the background once I get more acclimated with the OBS system. Okay, we're at 100 beats per minute, 105 beats per minute. We're going to do the E major scale followed by the F major scale, and then we're going to take the tempo Dionanda about 100 beats per minute to 100 beats per minute, I should say, and we're going to work on the E minor pentatonic scale followed by the F minor pentatonic scale equivalents. There we go. So again, this stuff is not fun. We're getting to the not fun section where we work on scales, finding the notes, and the chords, which are not fun because they're just boring. But these are necessary. These are necessary steps. These are the most important steps, or some of the most important steps to get to the next level, guys. So let's get it. We're at 105 beats per minute, guys. We're going to keep pushing forward here. If you have any questions, as I said before, I will be toggling back and forth between these screens. I apologize if I cannot get to your questions right away. Again, if you could go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, that would be very helpful to me. If you don't want to subscribe, then just like the videos. It's helpful. It's a free way to help out with the channel. And yeah, let me get some more of this coffee first. Shout out to you guys. Let's get it going. Starting with the E major scale at 105 beats per minute. Again, some people say I do this in double time, which is true. I do it in double time, but if you have to take it more slowly or do it more slowly, the exercise more slowly, you just got to take down the tempo. The idea is we're not racing against each other, okay? This isn't a competition. This is about us getting better as a collective, okay? So... second position, E major scale, guys, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, the octave position of the E major scale at 105 beats per minute. Guys, let's get it going. Finally. Oh man, the improv stuff is, oh man, I can't wait to do that either. That's my favorite part of the session is improving because it's the most fun. It allows you to use all these skills that you learn in the regular session and then implement them directly into the live stream or into the improvisational stuff. Because that's what it is. Improvisational music is taking what you know, everything that you know, everything that you have in your brain, and implementing those things immediately. And when the style of music changes, it's even harder. That's why I'm an intermediate guitar player at best, okay? Some of these skill sets take a long time to learn, and at a certain point people are like, oh yeah, well it could become second nature. You say to yourself, after how long? I've been working really hard. So let's get right into these things. We're doing the F major scale at 105 beats per minute in first position. Okay, positions 1 through 8, but we're starting obviously on the first position. Again, if you have to take the tempo down, guys, please feel free to do so. We're not in competition with one another. We're here as a collective to help each other so we can get better, okay? Let's go. First position. Second position, F major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Let's go. I saw your question. I'm gonna get to it in a second, man. Just let me finish up with these this scale, and I'll get right to it. I didn't forget. Fifth position, F major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute. Seventh position, F major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position at the F major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. All right, let me see if I can answer this question. Yeah, repetition is important. Dexterity needed. It looks simple. Yeah, everything is simple once you figure it out. I don't know how else to put that. Like, some things are like, but I usually find out. And I should say this because I say this all the time. I usually have found that some of the things that are often the hardest for me to do are the things that I kind of like fall in love with again. And one of the things I used as an example was in math and algebra. I had a problem. They'll give you a equation, a quadratic equation, with some kind of weird middle coefficient, and you'll have to do a technique they call busting the bees. So you separate them into two parentheses before. I guess that's the inverse of foiling them out. The first outer, inner, last thing. And I hated it so much, and I'm so bad at it. And I remember. I spent time with my teacher at the end of class, and she was really dope, and she helped me out with all the stuff, and I just kept working on it, because I really hate being terrible at stuff, especially things that I love. And so once I learned it, I fell in love with it. Like, once you understand something and you know how to do it, it often becomes one of your favorite activities. Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. If you want to share your ebook, I don't know what that means. Ebook. Yeah, I guess I don't know if that violates YouTube guidelines. Like I said, I don't really want to use this channel to advertise for products that I don't personally use. So I would err on the side of caution. But in my personal opinion, and sharing stuff with people on the channel is It's not. I don't think it's a terrible idea, but this, you know, I don't want to advertise. I don't want to on my channel. I don't really want to advertise for stuff I don't personally use. But I appreciate you asking. I don't mind really. Let me get right into the scales, guys. We're going to do the pentatonic scales. We're doing the E minor pentatonic scale followed by the F minor pentatonic scale. Okay. And again, if you have to take the tempo down, guys, go ahead and do that. This isn't a contest. This is a learning experience. So let's get to that. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you haven't done so already, it's very helpful if you could go ahead and like the channel or like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you can. That would be really nice. It's for free. So, well, I'm trying to make this as free for me as I'm making it for you as possible. So let's try to get that going. To that. First position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position of the octave position of the E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Let's get right into the F minor pentatonic scale, guys, now that we've finished that one up. Yeah, we can go right back to this. I didn't toggle back to this main screen, so I didn't see any of your questions. Since then, you get a 100. I don't know if that was clear to you earlier. As I said before, I don't mind people sharing stuff. Like I said, just talking about sharing his ebook. I've never had anybody share anything on the channel before. I've never had anybody ask about it. But if I had to put, if I had to gauge more or less what I ask people to do or what not to do, is I prefer people not to advertise things because I only want to advertise things on this channel that I would personally endorse. You know what I mean? But again, I don't really see the issue with it, especially if it's an ebook. I don't know. I don't know. This is all very new to me. So I appreciate you asking, though, in case that was not clear before. Guys, thank you for joining the channel today. If you haven't done so already, I just ask if you could go ahead and like the video. It's definitely helpful to the channel. I'm going to get right to this F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Okay, get right to this, guys. We're doing the F minor pentatonic scale, so let's go. First position, guys. Second position. Second position, F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, E minor pentatonic scale, F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the F minor pentatonic scale, guys, at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Guys, we're gonna get right into the find the note. And find the note was an exercise that was suggested by a guitar player who goes by the name of Joe Satriani. He is a very talented guitar player, a conservatory music school kind of guy. The exercise is basically, he told some of the students that they should be able to find any note anywhere on the fretboard. And although there are several different techniques that we can do to do this, we're going to find the E note on all the strings across the fretboard really quickly over the next 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to move right on to the chords. And again, as I said before, at a certain point I'm going to have the chords posted or downloaded in PDF file so I can do screen grabs, and that way I'll have like split screen where you get to see my face, and you also get to see the chords on the other side, which will be helpful because at that point you'll be able to see not only the chords, but you'll be able to see my face and how we're working on these chords together, because it'll be easier that way, so that everyone can pay attention in real time to what's going on, as opposed to me just holding up this book like I'm somebody who's on The Price is Right or some kind of game show, just kind of showing you this stuff. So with that being said, just to respond to your question, I'm just putting everything on Google Drive. Maybe you can pick some notes up. If you could just, as opposed to sending it into the chat, if you could just send it to me, if you could just request me on Instagram or on Facebook, and then you can send it to me that way, and then that way I can look at it myself and check out some of the stuff that you have. That would be great, if that's okay with you, if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. Guys, I'm going to get right to these find a note exercise. So yeah, let's get to it. Only way to it is through it. All right. We're a little bit behind here, but that's okay. It happens. Find the note. So if you're trying to find the note on any string, we're in standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. You should know that. Beginner stuff. You know the standard tuning of the guitar, so you know basically where all the notes, initially where all the notes are, where all the open string notes are, because they're given to you. That's the standard tuning. With that, we know that standard the E on both the top and bottom E string are octave positions, but we know that it's played open. Any note, including the octave note or including the open string notes, any note played before the 12th fret, if you add 12 to that number, you will find its counterpart above the 12th fret, at or above the 12th fret, I should say, because that's specific to this week's technique. And anything that you find above the 12th fret, or at the 12th fret, or above the 12th fret, and you're trying to find its lower octave counterpart, you would subtract 12. So, for instance, because we're doing E today, which is very easy to understand, you play it open. We know this, okay? You add 12 to that number, you find its octave counterpart on the same string. Now, if you had 24 frets, you would also have a third E on that. But I only have 22 frets. That's what it is. In any case, so on the open string, on the E string, it's open at 12. Which on the top E string, it's also open at 12. Okay? Spacing is identical. Note is identical. Fret number is identical. So we go back to the bottom E string, which is at open at 12. You add 0 to 12, and you get 12. You subtract 12 from 12, you get 0. It's that simple, guys. So we're going to go to the A string, and we're at 7. 7 to 19. Based on a whole scale, or any scale, you can find that from the A notes, you find the E, you just move up 7 frets. You had 12 to 7. You had 12 to 7, and you get 19. You subtract 12 from 19, and you get 7. Okay? Simple math, guys. Add or subtract 12. It's literally that simple. So we're going back to the bottom E string, we're set open 12. And the top E string, we're at open 12 as well. Again, we did this exercise yesterday, so some of you should know this. Now we go to the B string, which we know is at 5 and 17. We know that because we figured that out yesterday. You add 12 to 5, you get 17. You subtract 12 from 17, you get 5. It's that simple, guys. So we're going back to open and 12 on the bottom E string. Then back to the bottom 12 on the bottom E string. Then we're going back to 7 and 19 on the A string. And on the D string, we know that the E is at 2. You get 12 to 2 and you get 14. You subtract 12 from 14 and you get 2. So, there it is. Now we're back to 7 and 19 on the A string. And back to the open and 12 on the bottom E string. Any of that makes sense to you? If it doesn't make sense, please do not hesitate to ask me to go further into that. But again, I'll answer that question more or less towards the end or in a DM. Now back to 5 and 17 on the B string. Then we're going to go to the G string, which we know is at 9 and 21. Again, you get 12 to 9, and you get 21. You subtract 12 from 21, and you get 9. We go back to 2 and 14 on the D string. Then 7 and 19. 7 and 19 on the A string. And going back to the open and 12 on the E string. We're going to finish up with this. That's how I like to finish that exercise. So now we're going into my least favorite part of this is because we have to do the it's not my least favorite part. These particular chords in general, because I'm terrible at them and I do this shit on the internet, it makes me feel, I guess, inadequate as a human being because I'm not as good at these chords. But again, like we talked about earlier, I do this shit so that you don't have to. I make myself look stupid on the internet so you don't have to. So these are the chords we're going for. Excuse me. Yeah, we're doing the E7 chords and then the E minor 7 chords, okay? And then we're going to, once we finish those, we're going to the F7 chords and then the F minor 7 chords. We're going to do the melody chords, the inside chords, the rhythm chords, followed by the bottom 4 string chords, at which point we would change to the E minor 7 chords, etc., etc. For those of you who are following along back at home, I'm sure that these are things you can look up on the internet. People have asked me to recommend the book, but again, the book that I have in front of me is a book that was written in the 1970s. So although you could probably find it, I don't think that it's probably your best bet. The other books that I tell people to buy, and again, I would like to wait till I get the my Amazon affiliate links, but I mean, you know, this is the book that I have. I use the Guitar Grimoire series for everything. I've been using it for years. It's one of my personal favorites. Yeah, so in case you wanted to know. Let's get right into these chords, guys. This is the boring part. I understand that for most people, this is the part that people leave the most on, and that's okay. I'm going to be here practicing, and I hope that you'll stay with me while I finish this practice, and I hope that you'll be practicing with me at the same damn time. So thank you for those of you who've been here. Thank you for those of you who stayed. Thank you so much for your comments and your help. The last thing I want to say is if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to the channel. If you can, at the very least, give me a thumbs up on the video. It does help me get a better placement on the algorithm. You guys are the best. That's why you get hundreds today. Thank you. Let's get right to it, okay? And in case you didn't hear me, Augusto, you can send that to me via DM. I'd prefer to look at it first, if it's okay with you, before, and I guess we could have a private conversation about that in the DMs. Again, my Instagram is just Muzzy McGee, okay? Turn this down a little bit. Into the inside chords that sound a little bit like this, right? Sure. Let's go again. And right here. Back to Ma. And then right here. And right Ma. And right here. Right here. And then here. I don't know why, but talking like a gangster from the 40s is like, or like the 20s and the 10s and the 20s is so fun to do. So fun. Let's go right into the rhythm chords. it's not, my fingers are not doing what I want them to do. There we go. Bottom 4 string chords that sound like this right here, okay? There we go. Let's go again. Back down to C. Then here. Let's go again. Then here. And here. And right here. Right here. Back down here. And this weird one. You can never get right on the first try because it's a weird dexterity thing. My fingers that I have not figured out yet. I'm trying, I'm working on it. And then here. Now we're going to do the E minor 7th chords, okay? Starting with the outside chord, or the rhythm melody chords. And then is it here? Yes. And here. sound a little something like this, right? Sure. Into the inside chords, and I don't believe I showed you guys that because it was on the other page. So I'm going to show that to you, and I know one of the chords is wrong. Again, they made a typo in this book. It's this one right, cha. That's clear. It's the wrong one, I believe. Again, there it is, the rhythm chords and then the bottom 4-string chords, okay? So we're going to get to it. We're going to get through this because we're going to get to it. Yeah. We're going to start with the open chord, which is not located in the book. So, or it is in the book, but it's not in this part. They didn't add it to the rhythm chords for whatever reason. How was it done beforehand? That's not the right one that I used. It was not. It's this. Time, guys, okay? Then let's go right into cha. I mean, it's right, but it's just trying to bar it off of my string chords that sound a little something like this. Nope, I was wrong. It was the one after that. It wasn't the third one, it was the one, the fourth one. Then it's here. Because it says 8-7, it's not 8-7, it's 10-9. Then here. And this really awkward one. Right here. Let's go again. I don't know why this was so hard for me to do. I just cannot, my brain cannot figure this one out. And here. 887 or yeah 8877. Up right here. Then we're going right into this one. Finish that one up, then we're going right into 10, 10, 9, 9. Then this weird one that my brain cannot figure out. We're going to go right into the F7th and the F minor 7th chords. I'm going to go ahead and show this on the screen, and I'm going to give 100s to whoever is on the screen working on these chords with me to see how many of you are actually trying to progress. Hopefully it is all of you. Again, if you haven't done so already, I ask that you go ahead and like and comment on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you can, if you desire. It is very helpful to the channel. Again, I don't know if that was clear. F7s. And then the ones on the other page, I can go ahead and show you that's at the very top. So it's right cha. Okay. And hopefully next week that won't be the issue because I will be scanning these this weekend. Once I figure out some of the issues I've been dealing with this OBS, I can get to that as quickly as possible. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me so far. I see we have a couple of views here and there. I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I'll give you guys 100s for those of you who are still here. 100s, 100s, 100s. You guys are the best. Really, this has been a very, very fruitful week as far as viewership has gone. This has been one of the best weeks, if not the best week in my online streaming career. And I would like that to continue as much as possible. So any feedback that you guys have will always be taken into consideration as long as it is in alignment with what I'm trying to build here. Okay? Even if it's not, everything that you say to me will be taken into some form of consideration. I can assure you of that. Unless it's just, you suck and die. Because, I've seen comments like that before. No one has given me those yet so far, and I'm thankful for that. But the internet's a weird place. You guys know what it's about. You've been on Instagram. You've seen these sites. You've been on Reddit. You get it. People can be very mean-spirited, but on the channel so far, people have been very kind, and I'm thankful for that. So, anyway, let's get right to it. We're doing the F7 chords, guys. This one. Then right here. Let's go to the inside chords that sound a little something like this right here. Again, light. And then from there, we're going to here. Then right here. into these rhythm chords. It sounds less something like this right here, okay? That is. And then back to it again. Weird one, then we're going to bar it. Then we're going to just add that. Then we're going to do this weird thing right here. We're going to move up here. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go back down. As soon as we finish this one right here. This one right here. We're going to move it up here. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go back down. We're going to go here. Back down again. Finish going back down there. Then we're going to go right to the pinky. Then we're going to bar it off. We're going to go back to this weird one right here. We're going to go to the bottom 4 string chords, guys. It's going to sound a little something like this right here, okay? So F major 7 chords. And then done, guys. We just got the F minor 7 chords to do, and we are done with that. We can go to the licks of the week. If you haven't seen the licks of the week so far, they're posted in the chat. If you cannot see them, I can repost them. Just let me know in the chat. If you can't see them, just scroll up. They're up there. They're right under the description of my account, where you can, my coffee account, where you can donate $1 or more if you'd like to. I was half joking when I said that, but it's literally under that. Again, if you haven't done so already, it's very helpful. It would be very helpful to me if you could like the video. Maybe subscribe to the channel. If you could, that would be great. have minor 7 chords. Here. Then we're here. Then we're here. And we're here. And we're here again. We're backing down here. Then we're here. Then we're here. Then we're barring it off just like next finger. We're going to go here. Then we're going to go here. Then we're going to all up here. Do this weird thing. Then here. Then here again. Then here. Then here. Now the inside chords that sounded, this is a weird stretch for me, but they sounded something like this right here, okay? And then back up. Right here. Right here. And right here. Let's go one more time, guys. And right here. And here. Back down. And right here. It's okay to make mistakes, guys. I make mistakes all the time, okay? The important thing is that you learn from them, that you try to correct them, and every time that you don't make the mistake, just understand that you made that mistake. Think about it in your brain and try to make those corrections. We're not here to beat ourselves up, guys. That doesn't solve the problem. Solving the problem is through repetition and through understanding and through trying to figure out when you are making those mistakes, how you're making those mistakes, and putting in place systems that will help you prevent you from making those in the future. Hey, what's up, man? I took your advice. I don't know if it's helping out today. I got another piece of advice earlier today. I'm going to finish up with these chords real quick and we can get into it. Thank you for joining me, obviously. And I just wanted to tell you again, I did change the quality on my camera. Now, the next issue I'm dealing with right now is apparently either my OBS software or my audio interface is only allowing the sound coming from the right end of the channel or the left end of the channel, like as a sort of like a mono situation and not a stereo situation. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. I tried to check some things out in the channel and I couldn't figure it out because I don't have that much time. I've got about 45 minutes left. Not 45 minutes left. I have basically 35 minutes left to finish up this session, but I just wanted you to know, thank you for that correction. When you give me these comments in the channel, it gives me opportunities to make very quick fixes very quickly. So if you haven't done so already, guys, if you could go ahead and like and comment on the video, that would be great. I'm going to finish up with the F minor 7th chords. We're with the rhythm chords. Let's get it going full steam. That's a Beastie Boys reference for those of you who like, you know, I guess more like classic rap. But I guess you could say they were kind of punk rock, but also rap. Which one is this one? Click mono. And then let's see if I can do this. Let's go again. I don't know why this is not working with my fingers because they're fat. to it. We're going to go one more time, and then onto the bottom 4 string chords. Right into the bottom 4 string chords, guys. Let's get it going. So it's gonna sound like this. Then this one's always a weird one for me to do. Back down. Again. Bop it. And we're going here, which I'm not killing it with this chord because this is a really weird one to do. And right here. Appreciate y'all. In case I haven't said that before, man, I appreciate y'all. Right here. And this last one. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me today so far. I've just finished with these chords. We're going to get right into the licks of the week. They're already up there in the description of the video if you'd like to join along with me. If you want to just sit on your throne of judgment and judge what it is that I'm doing, by all means do that. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so already, liking and commenting and subscribe to the channel is very helpful. It's the freest way to help out with the channel. Obviously, if you want to donate to my Coffee account, you can. That's also available in the description as well. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me get right to this right now. I'm going to play through this twice. I haven't done this before. I do this every day, my bad. And I'm playing through this twice because what I like to do is when Instagrammers, when people who I use their videos on the channel, I'll play through their stuff and I'll ask you obviously to subscribe to their Instagram pages as well because we want to incentivize people who help us get better. And so I'm going to play through their videos twice or 3 times so that you can hear it. Again, those videos are available in the description, or not description, in the chat. So chat, check it out. Alright, now I've played through that twice. This is Antonio Viziero. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but it's dope. Dope last name. Anyway, I'm going to play through this, and we're just going to keep working on it. The tabs are available in the video, if you see the video. Let's go. That's what he was doing. That's why I keep messing it up. It's because he's alternating between his pinky to do the hammer-ons and pull-offs, but when he's bending the string, he's using his ring finger because it's a stronger finger. So it looks like this. That's what he's doing, okay. we can finish with that one because we kind of know that exercise. And tomorrow we're going to work on it up and down the fretboard. I just want to get through some of these exercises a little bit more quickly because I spent way too much time talking in the beginning. Again, in the next 2 weeks or so, you guys are going to see I'm going to have to spend a lot less time speaking on the chat because I've got, with my work schedule, it's going to change my time up a little bit. So we'll get to that and we'll talk about that at a different time. But again, it's going to require that I spend less time talking, more time working on these and moving through these exercises. So again, I want people to be aware of these small little changes that are going to happen because I just want people to understand, like, it's nothing personal. Like if I don't answer some of your questions or if I'm not able to get to all of them. That's why I like people when they can subscribe to me across all platforms, so that way I can sort of, how would you say that? I can DM you, and you can get, that's the quickest way to get to me. You can obviously send me emails, I guess, if you'd like, but the easiest way, obviously, is DM. That's the way I can connect with you the quickest. And again, you just have to follow me on those accounts. So, it is. Yeah, and he'll tell you, he'll tell you. I get in contact with people. I don't always necessarily answer them right away, but I do answer. I'm not one of those people who has their phone next to them all day and says, oh, I don't know where my phone is. Like, it's clearly here. Like, I answer things really quickly. I always find it annoying when people are like, oh, I don't have my phone. It's like, but you're always on your phone. You know what I mean? Does that happen to you guys, or is that just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, I'm going to work on this Melodies music one. I'm going to play through it a few times. Quick question, are the thumbnails helping you out? I believe that they are. I don't know if they are, like, personally. I think only time will tell. I believe this is day 4 that I've used the thumbnails. I posted them before, and they seem to be working pretty well, so I appreciate you helping me out with the thumbnails. They're great. So I appreciate you sending those to me and creating them for me. So you get hundreds for that. Hundreds for you. And yeah, man, they're working out pretty good. I like them a lot. My brother commented on them the other day, so that was pretty cool. He said that they looked funny and that they made him laugh. And nothing makes my brother laugh, so this is a pretty big fucking deal for me personally. So let me get right to it, guys. I'm gonna play through this Instagram thing real quick. You know that I played this before. I'm gonna continue to play it until I get it right, until I post it. And I should have posted this, but again, I'm working on like 15 different things, so not an excuse, just an explanation. So I'll get it done, I promise. That because I know this song. We know this song. I'm going to run through this. Oh, I forgot to put it at 75 beats per minute. We're going to play this one against a metronome specifically because this is a song this is another song I'm trying to post. This is a lick of the week that I'm trying to post. So I posted a couple of them, but this is another lick and this is another cool thing because this is an exercise that gives us the opportunity, which I don't do as often as I should, gives us an opportunity to use a different technique, which is finger picking. See, he said the thumbnails are sick, dude. So thanks to Weakfoot, thank you for that. That's how your name is written in the chat, so that's what I was going to say. Weakfoot. Yeah, I thought it was funny. My brother loved it, so he thought it was hilarious. Yeah. And I'm like also one of those types of people, I have no patience when it comes to Photoshop or InDesign. Like, I'm just not one of those graphic designer kind of dudes. The pictures I took were pictures I took before with a friend who's really good with cameras, but I like photography more than I like digital media editing software, besides Logic Pro, obviously, but I'm just not good. I have no patience for Photoshop or InDesign. I can't. I don't know. I can't even, okay? Let me work on this exercise a little bit. A little bit.
10 and 10s on chords?
No, on chords, I probably look like probably a 1 out of 10 on chords. I'll be honest with you. But again, the chords that we were practicing earlier today were the ones I'm the worst at so far. So the ones we're working on the rest of the year are going to be the major, the minor chords, the diminished, the augmented chords, followed by the 7th and the major 7th chords. The major 7th and the minor 7th chords. Those are the ones that are really important to learn. Those are intermediate guitar skills that every intermediate guitar player should have, as far as my understanding is and other people I've talked to. So by the end of the year, we should have all of those chords memorized. So 3 out of 10 might have even been a stretch for me. So I get that. I understand what you're saying. It might be more of a 1 out of 10 on the chords, but. For anybody who's wondering what Augusto is talking about, he's referencing to a comment he made earlier today. Not a comment. He asked me a question earlier today, and the question was, how would I rate my guitar skills, my fretboard, my understanding of the fretboard from 1 to 10? And I said, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm probably around a 3. I'm an intermediate guitar player. I can play songs for the most part that I hear by ear. I know most major or minor chords, or I can find them quickly. I know I have an understanding of the fretboard, and I can play improvisational music. I can play with the band. I can play against a metronome. So I would say I am the mid-level of the intermediate guitar players. If I had to rate that from 1 to 10, I said I'm probably around a 3 or 4. But if I'm being honest, I'm probably around a 3. The chords that we did today probably put me at a 0.5 or probably a 1 because I am not good at the minor 7th. Nor am I good at the 7th chords. I've just been learning them over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And as I don't have 15 hours or 14 hours a day to just spend on those chords, I do the best I can with the time that I have. So I hope it sounds good to you. Again, we're going to sound shit together because we're going to build this thing together. We're going to play this thing together. We're going to do this all together. So a lot of times you will see that I'm learning with you because the reality is I'm not a teacher. I am a student who wants to learn with other students so we can get together as a collective and get better. Because I want to see other people win too. You know what I mean? But this is a big part of what I'm trying to build here. So thank you for your honesty. I hope that hopefully maybe you can give me some more advice in the future on some other things outside of just the mono channel situation going on here. And I will try to get that fixed, man. I appreciate everything that you guys do and all the things that you have been able to say to me to set me straight on some things that are a little bit more difficult, some concepts that might be a little bit more difficult for me to understand, like the mono channel situation or the only right or left speaker channel situation. So today I'm going to take down the ABC Polyphia riff to 110 beats per minute. I'm going to play the solo at 110 beats per minute, and I'm also going to play the intro. It's not just the intro riff, but it's the riff that starts at the intro, but they play it through the chorus and the bridge. I'm going to play it slower today because I watched the videos yesterday, and I'm not sure if I'm rushing or dragging because of the click track or because of the way that my microphone, I'm using the internal microphone on my computer, and I'm dragging just because like when I was playing it the other weeks ago, or not weeks ago, even last week before I was using the OBS, I was playing against click tracks, and it was not that I was playing them. It wasn't playing. I wasn't playing them, and it sounded like offbeat. But ever since I've used the OBS, it sounds offbeat. So I'm not sure what it is. So I'm gonna try it at 110, and I'm gonna see if it's just maybe me speeding it up, or slowing down, or whatever the case may be, if it's on my end or if it's more of just a signaling issue, because then that's going to bring another issue in there. Again, I've worked on some other things, and I would show those to you, but one of them is a CKY song. The other one is obviously the Joe Satriani Midnight song. We've talked about that. As of right now, I'm going to start working on this ABC Polyphia riff. Again, you can judge me with that. It's a tough riff. I've been working on it for over a year. Y'all know. Yada, 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 yada. Let's go. Solo. Well, I didn't need to do that because now we're doing these tempos. We're doing these both at the same tempo. So I'm going to move them up incrementally. All right. keep working on that, guys. I slowed down the intro / bridge / chorus part, and I slowed that down, but I sped up the solo, which is just, it's more than just meh. It needs a ton of work. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the metronome, and we're just going to get right into the improvisational stuff, guys. Again, thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I got to give you all 100s. Thank you so much for all the work, the artwork that you put up, the stuff that you helped me for my thumbnails. Guys, you guys are incredible. This has been like the most fun. The last 2 weeks have been like the most fun 2 weeks I've had on live streams. Because I haven't had that many people join the live streams, and I get it. Some people don't want to learn guitar. Some of the educational stuff that we're doing is just not, or the people are doing on the internet, it's just stuff that's just going to get overlooked, just because it's just not flashy. It's not going to be flashy. So I'm going to try to make these sessions fun for everyone. I'm also going to try to make the learning process a lot more simplified, so that we can all learn together. Again, I'm on the level that you guys are on for the most part, I would imagine. We're basically around the same level, I would imagine, if you're watching this channel, and we're going to get better together. So understand that when I'm teaching you this stuff, I'm also teaching myself at the same time. I am not a teacher. I am a student. I am an intermediate guitar player. I have a very, very fundamental knowledge, very basic knowledge of music theory, and I've been playing guitar a few years off and on. So that's where I am. Thank you guys for joining me on the channel today. I'm going to continue to work on these backing tracks, so I hope that you will join me and judge me on these backing tracks, and thank you for your honest, open criticism, and I hope that it will be constructive criticism. In other words, meaning there will be hopefully legitimate and easy fixes, or not easy, but just, if you're going to criticize, at least hopefully you will be confident or comfortable enough with sharing your criticism with me, but as well as that, also sharing with me how I can make those fixes or those changes to make things better. Turn the volume down just a little bit because I can't hear myself play the guitar. We're in E major, guys. This is E, B flat, F sharp, and A chord progression. So E. I want to rate myself, but as I said earlier to Augusto, like I can't. I either rate myself too high or too low. I'm either too nice to myself or I'm too hard on myself. There's no real. I mean, it just sounds ridiculous when I say like 3 out of 10. It's like when I watch these videos. I'll never understand this for the life of me. You watch these people who do these food reviews. Now, if you're on YouTube, you've seen people do food reviews, so you get it. I gotta say this because it's really kind of one of my pet peeves. When you watch these people do food reviews, you hear them, you'll sit them here and say, oh, well, that's a 5 out of 10, or this is a 10 out of 10. What does that mean? Like, if there's no scale, what you're just giving it arbitrary numbers. So, similarly, I've taken that concept of making a rating system, and it's like, I have to develop or maybe talk to other guitar players and other influencers. How do you rate yourself on your skills? What if you are doing improvisational songs, or if you're doing improvisational music, how can one rate themselves appropriately? What do you look for as a listener and as a guitar player, as a fan of the music? Are they different? Should the scales be rated differently? So again, you can learn a lot from different things. So like I'm watching these videos, I'm rating myself on an arbitrary scale, like these people who I like watching their content, but their rating system makes no sense because there's no context. There's no context outside of just them eating pizza or eating at these restaurants. They're giving all these things, all these numbers. They're throwing out, oh, it's a 7.2 on the rating scale. I know the rating scale. What the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? So that's why I should refrain from judging myself, because it's impossible for me to judge myself in an appropriate way, in an unbiased way, I should say, which is what I mean when I say appropriate. And B, I don't have a system. I don't have a, you know what I mean? I don't have a system for that. So I'm gonna go with this last one, guys, and we're gonna get this popping, and we're gonna call it a day, okay? better than I had anticipated, which is rare, which is pretty cool for me, I guess. Let me know what you think of these sessions. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the session today. Thank you for going ahead and liking the video. Commenting and subscribing to the videos is a very, very helpful way for me to get better. It's also going to help me get more preferential treatment on the algorithm, meaning I move up higher. Okay, it's the freest way to help me out with the channel. For those of you who are confused about what I'm trying to do here, what I'm trying to build here, let me go through my spiel real quick so that people know. Again, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. I'm an intermediate guitar player, and my channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part is the practice session, and the second part is the improvisational section. The practice session is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing as a collective. You are awesome, Hope. Thank you for saying that. Somebody tell my brother this, because he's like, dude, you suck. He tells me this all the time. He's a mean-spirited individual. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to send it to him so he knows, okay? But yeah, so anyway, the practice session is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together so we can get from the intermediate, obviously, all the way to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing in every step, 1/8 of a step, 10th of a step, 12th of a step in between. So we're going from intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The practice session will be broken down into warm-ups, scales, chords, chord progressions, chords voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, licks of the week, as well as cover songs, as we've seen today. That will be in service to the second thing, which is the improvisational section. On the channel, I will be improving live, so that you can see it, you can discuss it. Some days I'll do good, some days I'll do bad, some days I'll be meh. And it's important that you guys let me know how you feel about how I'm doing it, because then I'm not in my head, or too, I'm too confident, or I'm too, like, in my own head, like, oh, what am I doing here? It's my point that, I made a point to create playlists so that you can take those playlists, and I'm hoping at a certain point you feel comfortable and confident enough where you can record yourself on video, where you can upload the video to YouTube and then send me the link. And obviously, with your permission, I'd like to spend a day when I get 5 or 6 uploads, or at least 5, anywhere between 5 and 10, where we spend a session where we spend an hour talking about improvisational stuff. We can talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I've attacked the fretboard using the same backing tracks, and what we can do as a collective, even suggesting different influencers that can help us get from obviously the intermediate to the virtuoso levels of improvisational playing. This channel is about the third thing, which is about, the whole thing is about, again, I haven't gotten there yet, but this whole channel is basically about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X, which is my digital audio workstation. I will be singing and songwriting on tracks, which will be hilarious to you, because you guys will be like, this is weird, or this is funny, or this is cool, or whatever it is. And me using my skills as a guitar player and my understanding of music theory, my fundamentals as a guitar player, to create the best music I possibly can. I will use my guitar sometimes. Most of the time it will be my primary source of inspiration, but every once in a while I'll use it as my primary instrument on those tracks. 100% of the music I will be creating and putting out there will be music I will be creating for myself personally to get better. 90%, again, will be music that I'm creating for myself, my own personal projects. The other 10% will be split into 2 parts. Music I'm creating for other artists, as well as other individuals who are trying to work on short films, because that gives me a mental dexterity that allows me to create from a short film perspective, because the creative process, the mixing process, and the mastering process, for me at least, is very different than that of what you would do if you were creating music. Like music to dance to or to listen to. It's just a different process, okay? The mixing and the mixing and the mastering is definitely different, period, because you're not listening to the sound the same way. You're listening to a wall of sound in front of a theater. There's surround sound. There's also changing from mono to stereo. It's a bunch of different things, and that changes the spectrum of sound. So the mixing and mastering process is different. Anyway, lastly, the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel sort of serves for me as a video log, because I save all of these videos. So it serves for me as a video log as where I've been, where I am, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So that's why I ask people to comment in real time, because when I go back and watch the videos, I can click to the comment section, scroll down, and see some of the comments that people have made. Sometimes I'll miss some of them in real time, or I won't get them all. And I can go back and see these small little minor changes. For instance, yesterday I had a quality camera situation going on. I fixed it today. Now I'm dealing with a mono audio situation going on, so I got to figure out where that is. But when I get comments like that in real time that cost me nothing, just a few minutes of my time, those are things that can help me progress the channel in a smart but steady and consistent sort of way. So I'm very appreciative of those comments, which is why they're very important. The second thing is the thing that I hate doing the most, which is obviously this channel is, I'm trying to make this channel as free for me as I'm trying to make for you as possible, but only to do that, in order to do that, I have to get involved with the YouTube partnership program, or I have to ask people to purchase products through my Amazon affiliate links. I don't have enough subscribers for each, which is what we're either of those right now. So I'm asking people to donate to my channel using my Coffee account. If you'd like to, you can donate as little as €1 to the account. If you find anything that I'm doing useful, any penny, well, anything really helps, really, if you'd like to do that. Again, you don't have to. Liking and commenting and subscribe to the channel is more than enough for me to help build this thing, at least for this period of time right now. And the second thing, again, this is an indirect way to help out with the channel, provided you should decide to do so, and that you are age eligible and you live in a region that's eligible, is using the cryptocurrency referral links I have available in the description. Now, this channel has absolutely nothing to do with cryptocurrency. However, I trade cryptocurrency on a regular basis, and I love it very much, and I figure maybe some of my compadres might like it as well. So it's my hope that if you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, you'll use my referral links to sign up, because when you sign up using my referral links, you will get perks and benefits that will be exponentially better than that of which you get if you sign up by yourself. Whatever they offer you, the company, whatever platform, whether it be eToro, Binance, Bitpanda, or eToro, or Coinbase, whatever channel that you decide to get on, whatever they offer you, they would in turn offer me, and by extension, this channel. And as I'm adding 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back into the channel from my cryptocurrency account, that's how it helps out with the channel. Okay? Again, you don't have to do that, but it is fun. I do enjoy trading crypto, but again, I'm not a financial analyst. This isn't financial advice, and this isn't a financial channel. I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. So if you want to get involved, you can. If you decide you don't want to, signing up isn't going to, they're not going to charge you anything for signing up. It's like you sign up and then you get your account verified, and then if you decide to purchase anything, then you can. If you decide not to, then click exit and unsubscribe to their channel. You know what I mean? Or not unsubscribe, to deactivate your account. I think that's what they call it, deactivation of the account. So you can do that if you want. But again, if you don't want to get involved in cryptocurrency, you don't have to. The third thing is the last thing I ask people to do, which is basically the easiest way to help out with the channel, is to subscribe to me across all platforms. Outside of YouTube, I'm currently available on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. I have 0 followers on TikTok for the moment and Twitch because I don't really use those accounts that much, but I am using them more progressively. I do have videos up on TikTok as of 2 weeks ago. I will be continuously posting on TikTok over the course of the length of this channel, which will be forever. And so, yeah, if you subscribe to me across those platforms, it's the easiest way to help me grow my YouTube channel. And helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels, because one hand washes the other. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today on today's practice. I will be back here tomorrow and the day after and the day after, provided that nothing technology-wise or my health, nothing bad happens. Cross your fingers. I've been here for, as of on Saturday, it will be 500 consecutive sessions I've been here. So almost 500 days, because I did a couple sessions where I had to do 2 a days because of my work schedule. That might be the case in the future, but I've been here for almost 500 consecutive days, and I'm thankful that I've been able to be here. I'm thankful for those of you who've been able to watch my progress, and those of you who've been able to continue to help me out. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build, and I hope that you will continue to help me build this channel. I'm going to build this channel brick by brick regardless, but with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Okay, love you guys. Bye.